Yes, we are arrived in this moment in which we can meet again today. It's a moment that you were in with the ambassador of YAHOSHUAH. Yeah, we meet again here today on this emission, which is every Saturdays and Fridays, in which it's a moment that I have given to you. So now it's time. So we are going to be here together to glorify beloved YAHVAH and YAHOSHUAH. Glory be to both of them forever only. Yeah, so we are in this moment. So I mention YAHOSHUAH's grace to all of you who are following and listening the continuation of the teaching, which you are going to listen on the radio and also on the TV, internet. Yeah, the local TV, there is a problem, so it doesn't work now. That is because of the Jirama. It's always the power supplier always cutting, so we don't know what to do. But now we are arrived on this moment that you were with YAHOSHUAH. Okay, so you can follow on the radio internet and TV internet, on Malagasy radio as well. So you can follow through all of these, through all the I have mentioned. Okay, so what I am going to tell you today, the thing that Elia is going to tell you today, is about the fact of holding on, standing firm, especially on this complicated moment, which is what is happening around the world, the global situation. Last Tuesday, I taught you and explained to you, like, how is this end day? And we are going to continue it a bit for today. But what I really want to tell you is the words that has been explained to you, which is about the book of Luke chapter 21 that we have read at the time, and we're going to read it again for today. Luke chapter 21, we're going to take a look at it, verse 11. So if I remember, we have stopped there. There will be great earthquakes, famines, and pestilences in various places, and fearful events and great signs from heaven. So yeah, we are going to start the words from there. This declaration is a declaration in the Holy Kingdom, in the kingdom where there is no sin, and also preaching the fact of being no longer sinners, and people who follow that never sin anymore. But those who sin on purpose, they have done that in their will. Like Judas, he has betrayed the truth, and it's his will that he has chosen to do that. And if it's you choose to do that, there is nothing to do. That's why they are devils. When the children of God has got a meeting, the devils has also entered in that. There will be a great earthquakes, famines, and pestilences in various places, and fearful events, and great signs from heaven. That word says, in this end time, there will be a great earthquake. It won't be a slight earthquake, but there will be great earthquakes, a great earthquake. So it is something huge. So it doesn't just happen like ordinary that you have seen, but it will be something different. It's not the earthquake that you always hear, like there is an earthquake here and there, but no, it will be different, because here it is emphasized there will be a great earthquakes. Great earthquakes. So, it's you who are listening to that words, who think ahead. And if you are despising that, don't complain. Don't murmur when that hits you. But everyone who wants to despise that words, okay, like they're like, earthquake is usual for us. Yeah, because you haven't got it, and that's why you do that. But when you were hit by it, don't complain, and you're going to be swollen by the earth. But that is that proves everything which happens on this on your earth in French version. So it is there will be great earthquakes. That is not a small or slight earthquake like ordinary or usual earthquake, but a great earthquakes. That means that it's a huge earthquake in various places. Famines and pestilences, that is diseases, pandemic and famines. And we're going to continue it. Yes, it is still in the French version. And fearful events, there will be fearful events. So as the MS of YAHOSHUAH Ziadiha Elia, the messenger of that YAHVAH and YAHOSHUAH says that is declaring everything before all things. But that YAHVAH doesn't do anything unless he says his thought to the prophet and his servant. So as I said it here, I declare it here, there will be fearful events. There will be fearful events. That means that there is something which is really, it's really complicated and terrible. It's really terrible. Terrible means you will not support anymore to see it or to feel it. You cannot support to think about it. You cannot bear it. You cannot bear hearing it. Fearful and terrible events. And great signs from heaven. There are great signs from heaven. So it's above your head. And you're going to see something which is really complicated above there. That is the meaning. So that's what the Holy Scripture says. If you are looking to all the words, I have read it in French as well. It's a fearful event and great signs from heaven. And you may say, we haven't seen it yet. Okay, so that is... Once you see it, so remember these words and go and repent if you still can, if you are still able. Yeah, for Madagascar, people in Madagascar, it's only those people who didn't speak ill, but they just listen and did nothing. They still have chance. But for those who have cussing to the teaching of YAHOSHUAH and you have cussed to Elia, you cannot enter here. And you may say, who's going to enter into you? But we are waiting for your what you say, and you cannot come here as well. You small humans, you are trying to speak to bad mouth to your Creator. But who told you these words? I quote, never sin anymore. Is that Jesus who always made you sinners? Haven't he always made you sinners? How can he be God and he made you sinners? And after he said that he is a creator, you are created by sinners. But for us, that is never. We are created by the one who said never sin anymore. And he hates sins. That is the proof. And for all the people who are convinced with that words, which is that the true God, with the true God, you never sin and God hates sins. If you're convinced with that and you want to get along with that, go and run to come to the church of Yahushua where Eliah is in, and write your name for the baptism. So that is the order and the words for you. That is the order and words that I give you. Go and write your name for the baptism. It's in the church of Yahushua where there is Ziadiah Eliah, who is the one speaking to you right now. And you can see him on the picture if you're watching the TV when the local TV is working. So on the internet, it never cuts. So look head on the internet and watch it out, because my picture is in there. So that is what I tell you. And if you're convinced with what I taught you, because the truth is, it's something from the righteous people, which is the truth. But words from declaration from sinners are from devils, and it won't be true at all. But even Father YAHVAH is going to destroy them all. Even you are going to be all destroyed. So what are you going to say? But the words on this earth, on your earth planet, from the above until this until below, everything that YAHVAH has said through Eliah is the only one which must sit up on this earth, and that must be emphasized clearly. It's only the words that Eliah has brought up, which brings the words of that YAHVAH, the true God, who said, I hate sinners. I hate sinners and I don't listen to sinners. And according to the whole words of God, sinners haven't seen him and haven't known him. So whom these sinners sow and sin, they haven't known God and they haven't seen God. You have to be all conscious about that words. You have to measure yourself. You have to measure the way you have already been through. So where are you in this truth? Okay, let's read on the verse 12. So these things will come, so get ready. But before all this, they will seize you and persecute you. They will hand you over the synagogues and put you on prison, and you will be brought before kings and governors, and all on account of my name. So when this hasn't happened yet, there will be a persecution for you. And that has happened to the disciples of Yahushua. They were seized and they were killed at the end. And these words they have been through to these words. So this thing is was happening in the past, but there will be something that will happen also in the future. But these things has happened to the apostles, and the apostles has gone. It's been 2,000 years. They have they are done. They are dead. So you have to get ready for this. But before all this, verse 13. And so you will bear testimony to me. And Yahushua has given instruction on 14, but make up your mind not to worry beforehand how you will defend yourselves. Verse 15, for I will give you words and wisdom that none of your adversaries will be able to resist or contradict. That means that every word that Yahushua is going to give to the people, they cannot be gone against, and they cannot be resisted and contradicted. So that is the instruction that Yahushua has given to this end day. So it will be a word which no one cannot be resist, and it's a true word, and it destroys all the adversaries, because thanks to the truthness of the words. So I'm going to repeat it again. For I will give you words and wisdom. So that means that when someone follow Yahushua from the beginning to the end, and they are fighting so hard for the truth and holiness, and they have paid back the blood of Yahushua, as long as they didn't accept until the end, until they have paid back the blood of Yahushua, and they hold the fact that they never sin anymore. And whoever glorify Yahushua when the end day occurs, here is what Yahushua said: I will give you words and wisdom that none of your adversaries will be able to resist or contradict. So that's why I say to the people who are contradict the words of Elia. What do you say? It's you sinners who's going to talk against me? So what will you bring up? And if you're not a sinner, you should not fight against me, but you are fighting against me. That means that you are sinners. How can people who are not a sinner fight against Elia? Even what they should do is they should join Elia. But as long as you say that I'm going to contradict Elia, that means that you are sinners. And people who are happy that being no more sinners are happy, they are helping Elia, not helping devils. They're helping Elia, and they are supporting this holy kingdom. But I am telling to you, what have you done to the devils or so much? It's up to you if you still keep supporting devils, but I have told you that. Verse 16, Luke chapter 21, verse 16. You will be betrayed even by parents, brothers and sisters, relatives and friends, and they will put some of you to death. So these things will happen, will occur. Everyone will hate you because of me, my name. Yes, that's normal. Because the fake gods were judged and saved. So that's why you will be hated. Whether you hate Elia, whether you join Elia, that is the only thing that you can do. If you were hating me, so keep hating me. But I'm not going to be distracted with that. You must do that. But if you are convinced to join Elia, you have to know what you should do. Go and write your name for the baptism and join Elia in the church where there is Elia. In Madagascar and Tenerife, it's in Ambudapetu. But in another regions, it's in the church of YAHOSHUAH. In abroad, it's in the church where there is the church of YAHOSHUAH. So follow on the internet, and you're going to listen, and you are going to hear all the instructions. Yeah, you can listen to you can write your name through WhatsApp. There is a number here, so you have to take it down. Okay, let's continue on the verse 18. But not of hair of your head will perish. Stand firm and you will win life. That means that you have to always stand firm, because not a hair of your head will perish. Okay, in other words, your hair is counted. They are being counted. So you don't have to worry about anything, even about your hair. But it's the fact that you stand firm that your life will be kept. It's the fact that you stand firm. So you have to stand firm. You have to resist, because it's really the fact of holding on that you have. It's that being stand firm that you have, and required from you that you're going to get the victory, and your life will be kept. You have to stand firm. So from now on, then, you have to stand firm and trust to the words. You always trust to the words. Always obey to the words of Elia. I have taught you all the truth and holiness, and people who follow us never sin anymore. Those who follow that YAHVAH and YAHOSHUAH, that YAHVAH who created all visible thing or invisible thing. YAHVAH is his name. He is the creator. Glory be to him forever. Okay, let's continue the thing which happened to the apostles, because there are two things here. The one is what's happening during their time, and now it's what is happening here. When you see Jerusalem being surrounded by armies, you will know that its desolation is near. Its desolation is near. So that is happening in the General Titus, the general of Roman, who destroyed the Jerusalem temple, and yeah, he destroyed Jerusalem completely. Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. That means that at that time Israel will be said to flee, because there will be again the destruction for Israel. It is going to happen, and Israel must be will be destroyed. I have taught you, I have explained that to you. That is what is written in the in the Ezekiel's book, which is happening in the Armageddon. Okay, let's take a look at that. The fact of destroying Israel. So it is talking about the destruction of Israel. That's why Israel is messed up and they don't know what to do anymore, because they're entering in these words. Yeah, Gentiles are going to hit them, which is led by Russia. That's why I say to you, American, don't fight against Russia. You, NATO, don't fight against them, because they cannot be fight against, because the words of Father YAHVAH in the Sefer Torah of Jews from the book of prophets says, it says that because his words, you cannot go against its word, and Russia must rise to destroy Israel, whether they like it or not. And we know that Russia is joined by Arabs, and they are not happy with what Israelis are doing, and it's obvious that Russia must attack Israel, and everyone will join them, those who are not happy towards Israel. Okay, let's read that words. We're going to read the book in the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 38. Okay, so we're going to follow these words that they're going to attack. This world is going to attack Jerusalem, and we are already saying that. But let's take a look at the prophet before YAHOSHUAH, because YAHOSHUAH is the last prophet in Israel, and now it is finished by Eliah. Eliah is in another nation, so that the words is applying, saying the island waits for his law, and that island is going to give law to Gentiles to follow, and it's Eliah who has given that law, which you are hearing right now. Okay, so Ezekiel chapter 38, verse from the verse 1. The words of YAHVAH came to me, Son of man, set your face against Gog of the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. Yeah, these are the country in the north part, which are being mentioned here. Yeah, I'm going to explain it to you next time, but they're all about the north countries. Yeah, there is a country where they really come from, but next time I'm going to give you here are the countries. But yeah, we are not going to, because if I'm doing it today, it's we're going to waste time. But they are the septentrion, they're in the north, and on the map, on the world map, it's Russia, which is the northmost part, and Meshech, Tubal, prophecy against him. Yeah, so it is proved that Russia is from the inmost north part. Yeah, and say, this is what the sovereign YAHVAH says: I am against you, Gog, chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. So Father YAHVAH is going to hit them. The reason is they attack Israel. I am giving you the answer right away. I will turn you around, put hooks in your jaws. That means that Russia is going to be hooked to get out, because this Gog, the prince of Russia, doesn't want to come out, and he's the next Russian president. I will bring you out with your whole army. Yeah. I will put hooks in your jaws. Yeah, that means that that is someone who doesn't want to come out. So it's Russia. Even though this world are provoking him, he doesn't want to fight. But it's so dangerous if he is fighting. You American, you are nothing towards Russia. It's like a baby. You are like a baby fighting against them. I don't know what to compare anymore, but it's like a toddler, a 5 years toddler, and fighting against someone who is 22 years old. That is the picture. But Russia is just pretending to be dead. Why they're doing so? Because it's like human. They prefer to die tomorrow rather than today. So if today Russia is going to come out, they are destroyed, because all the words of Father YAHVAH are going to be applied. That's why he doesn't want to come out. He doesn't want to appear. They pretend to be dead. That's why everyone are surprised. Yeah, Russia is pretending to be a loser, but don't believe in that. Russia? They cannot lose against anyone. They are based. They cannot be weakened. They don't want to be distracted, but they just keep going on with what they are doing. Weapon? You cannot challenge with what they have in their hand. They are just laughing at American who have made nuclear bomb. You don't have anything such as they have. Even nuclear bomb, they have. Yeah. In case you were wrong address, but they have something really different. They have another technology, extraterrestrial technology, and nuclear bomb. They're just laughing at them. In case you think that it kills, I don't tell that. I don't tell you that it is it can kill, but they have something worse, which is the things that American and NATO don't have. But they only have one, and they have something which the others cannot have, and the one who has that is Gog, and that thing is already exist. The thing that I am telling to you. That is the saying, I will put hooks in your jaws and bring you out. Yeah, so it's like a donkey. So they are going to be hooked and pulled out, because he doesn't want to get out. He doesn't want his day finishing, because when he come out, he is going to destroy everything towards them and on their way, and he's going to be destroyed also. So he doesn't want to be in that stage. And don't say that Russia doesn't have any strength. I am telling you, you were dumb if you say that. I am direct. You were dumb, because you don't know what is behind. And you may say, do you know? Because I am saying that, I know it, and I am telling you the truth. I have instructed you, but if you don't believe, yeah, you're going to see it. Okay, keep going on, and we're going to see what happens. And when we see what is been happening, and tell me the answer. For example, I've given you the words: don't fight American and NATO. Don't fight against Russia. Don't fight against Russia. But Russia cannot. You cannot fight against Russia. You cannot win against Russia. And even YouTube didn't want to accept it. They didn't accept it. And on the comment, there are lots of criticism and lots of words going against me. How can you be truth? You were a full person. And I was like, okay, you're going to see. But when this happens, come to me. But we know that NATO cannot win against Russia, because they all use American weapon, and they have American. In Ukraine, there are NATO army and American army, and they just pretend like the war is not declared. They just pretend to be dead. Yeah, in Ukraine, the war is already declared, and it has exploded. It's a land to make a demonstration, but Russia has managed to fight, and Russia has sent the oceanic missiles, but he hasn't continued anymore. Yeah, he hasn't continued to send that too much, but that is the destruction that Russia has done. However, that is nothing compared to what he has in his hand. And if the American president here, what I say, he didn't want to get in trouble with them, And you may ask, why don't they destroy Ukraine? That is their grandpa. They're not happy with Ukraine fighting against them. It's their grandpa, but this NATO forced them, and Russia don't know what to do. But it's their grandpa, so they must kill because of the foolishness of these Americans. Even they say that is not good, but that is it. It's grandpa fighting with his grandson. And you know that it's the grandson who wins. How can a grandpa win against a grandson? And the grandson is already big, not a kid. Okay, let's continue. I will turn you around, put hooks in your jaws, and bring you out with your whole army, your horses, your horsemen fully armed, and a great horde with large and small shields, all of them brandishing their swords. Persia, and Persia is Iranian at the moment, and American cannot fight against Iranian. Who can fight against them? Yeah, they also have got atomic bomb. They also have. That's why the American and the others don't know what to do, because if they strike with the bomb, they're going to reply back. Joining him, Persia, Ethiopian. Yeah, this thing is already taught by the ambassador of YAHOSHUAH before, but I am repeating that. And it was already taught by the ambassador of YAHOSHUAH, myself, in 2003. And the ambassador of YAHOSHUAH, said clearly, Ethiopia will rise and they're going to be strong and they're going to be fat. They're going to be huge. Ethiopian in 2003 are really a skeleton. They are a skeleton alive. They are poor, very poor when that words came out. But at the moment of speaking, because we have passed over them, when as we have broadcasted in the emission Let's Travel emission, you have seen how strong is Ethiopia. And you have seen how strong is Ethiopia. Because they become the first power in Africa, They have a Boeing plus 200. They have hundreds of airplanes. I don't remember if it's a 130 or 150. I don't remember. But that is so many. No one in Africa has such Boeing airplanes. And even in European country, some of these countries cannot win against Ethiopia for that. Yeah, the Ethiopian, which becomes really powerful now, they are with Russia. Apart from Iranian and Ethiopia, yeah, in African, there is also the BRICS. In BRICS, there is South Africa. And we already know about South Africa and America, the problem between them at the moment. The African country begins to have problem against NATO. We have seen the problem with Algeria and France, and between Africa and France, and also American. They are leaving them, and now they are joining Russia. All of these things are taught in 2003. I mean, in May 2003, and that has been taken down on the teaching of the people who followed the HFF radio. And it's in May 2003 that teaching has come out. And the witness of that is the small lambs of YAHOSHUAH who have prayed from that time. And that is in their copy book. And those who are with these Russia are Libya and Gomer. They all with shield and helmet. Also Gomer with all its troops. Yeah, Gomer, all these northeast countries. The Beth to Garma from the far north with all its troops. So these Gomer and the Togarmah, they are the north parts, and they're and also the northeast. Yeah, these surrounding Russia, like Mongol. Yeah, these countries which are surrounding Russia. There is a country. Let me take a look at it. Okay, let me take a look at it, because I have said it to you. So let me look for it, and I'm going to give it to you. Okay, let me look at the map. There is Afghanistan. They are also north. If you're taking Israel as the center, so they are north. Kazakhstan, Georgia. That's why Ukraine, they don't accept that NATO get Ukraine. They're not going to accept that to the end. So it's a foolishness for Lithuania or Finland to get away from Russia. That is a foolishness. Yeah, there are lots of countries in the north. Yeah, like Mongolia. Yeah, China is in the eastern, but they are still in the north. From Israel. Yeah, they are north, but in the northeastern. So they are involved in that. But when we are talking about north, there must be a reference to be taken. So it's Israel. So all the north are Turkey, Georgia, yeah, these are in the eastern. Yeah. So that is the north, which is facing the eastern, but on the west they are NATO, which are the adversaries of Russia. So Togarmah, we have seen that. So African Arabs, the Asians country and the Eastern country, they are among. So listen, in the verse 6. Also Gomer with its all troop, and Beth Togarmah from the north, far north, will all its troops, the many nations with you. Get ready, be prepared, you and all the hordes gathered about you, and take command of them. Whether you like it or not, Russia must lead this world, and you American must fall down. You must collapse. You cannot be the world gendarme, and even you are getting out of that. Look at how fool are you, American. You were fighting against Mexico, against Panama, against Greenland, you were fighting against your friend Nato. You were fighting against everyone. That means that you were destroying yourself. The things that America is doing is so bad, and that is also the words of God which is being applied, and they're fighting against their name, and they're fighting against Canada. However, Canada is so close to them, and it's a huge country, and he's fighting against them, and he said that you must join him, you must get closer to him. You see, it happens automatically. That's why I say to you, the destruction of this world is automatically occurring, and it happens automatically. That's why I asked you, who orders your mind? Father YAHVAH commands the mind, and that is the Father. YAHOSHUAH is his son, and it's these two great God, beloved YAHVAH and his son YAHOSHUAH. You cannot fight against them. They are the creator. They have created you. They have created your mind. And they have created everything which is visible and non-visible. How can you fight against them? You are just wasting your energy fighting against them. What you can do is negotiate with them, make peace with them. I say to you that they are beasts. And you say that you were believers and you hold the Bible. So how does it come that you don't know this Holy Scripture? It's normal that you don't know that because it's sinners who taught you, and that's why you don't know anything. But Elias arrived from the heaven of heavens, sent by beloved YAHVAH and YAHOSHUAH. And everyone who follows him never sin anymore. The one who said also never sin anymore. So don't listen to those who make you sinners. So don't listen to them. But this is what the true God said. The true God, which there is no sin in him. He said, you Russia, you
have to be their commander. You have to command them.
Be fully armed. And now, Iran has been fully armed. Iran has got an order in 2005. Yes, people in Yahushua has taken that down. That is the lamb of Yahushua. They have taken that down. And I was like, Iranian, go and build your weapon, build your bomb. And Iranian has built nuclear bomb. As I said, you have to make yourself fully armed. And Iran has built an atomic bomb. And the IAEA hasn't managed to destroy it until now. Nothing was destroyed. But even they continue to build their bomb. And I am telling you, they have built. I am telling you, Elia is telling you, they have built. And I am telling to American and NATO, they have got. You are just wasting your time sending IAEA if they have bomb or not. They're not going to say that they have. It's the words of God who ordered them, and they have. And Elia emphasized that there is already there. And it can kill you with what they have. And the one who support them with that is Russian. And the most dangerous thing is they have a nuclear bomb, atomic bomb in their hand. And the one who helps them with that is Russian. Elias says that so that people around the world can hear that, because you don't know what happens. So let me tell it. There is in.
Wise people see the danger, but the fool keep going on and they are in trouble. So I have told you that, but it's a foolishness for you if you keep going on. After many days, you will be called. You will be called to arms. In future year, in the end, they say, yeah, Russia is going to be called. And he's going to be looked for, because he is the one who is supposed to be the one who get these worlds in peace. Yes, look at what he said. He fought against Russia. He fought against Ukrainian, and he says that he is the one who looked for peace. Elia never give favor to Russia. Russia is the enemies of Elia. That is the real enemies of Elia. But I am telling that to you. What is about them? But Elia is never with them. Even they are my enemies. But you don't know what they are doing, but you are just posting in wrong way. That's why I say to you, you have to listen. Don't listen to sinners' words. You are listening to sinners, which is nonsense, not the people. You don't listen to the one, righteous one, but listen carefully. You have to listen well. Okay, on the verse 8. After many days, you will be called. In the end days, you will invade the land that has recovered from war. So he's going to be called, and he's going to be sent to Israel, because no one is happy towards Israel, especially from the moment.
Since the moment Israel has killed people in Gaza, the people in Gaza, and there are 40,000 people died, but no one has pity. But for me, that is not fair. That's why I say to you, if the people in Gaza has killed 1,200, Houthis, I don't remember their name. If they are Houthis, they are fighters in Gaza. Hezbollah is, they are from Lebanon. Hezbollah is in Lebanon. But I don't remember the name in Gaza. I don't remember them.
Okay, if you remember it, you know it in your mind, but you just have to make it up on your mind. But that is not the most important. But if they have killed 1,200, so
their enemies must kill the same number. But imagine that they have killed 4,000. And the President Joe Biden is not surprised with that, or the French president or the German president. Like, you should stop that. But even they encourage. Joe Biden has said that is fair, and everyone followed him. Yeah, that is fair. It's a self-defense. You were protecting yourself, and you were killing civils, and is that protecting yourself? But that is evil-minded. No one welcome the truth anymore. So that is normal, and Arabs has normal reaction, and these troops of Russia has a normal reaction, and they're going to get back at America, and be prepared, America, because they're going to replay the same thing as you did. You were not strong. I am not belittling anyone, no, but I am telling the words of my father, and you should be happy that I am telling the words of my father. So take decision. Now my words has been accomplished. Like you, Ukraine, American, NATO, you cannot win against Russia, and now we are seeing it. Yes, you have sent all the Americans weapon there, and the President Putin has said, okay, let's make challenge against Joe Biden. Send all of your weapons in Ukraine and all the most powerful defense, and I'm going to send the Oceanic. However, the Oceanic is nothing compared to the Satan II. Yeah, the Oceanic cannot do something bigger, but the Satan II, that is a destructive weapon, dangerous weapon in Russia. So how can you fight against them?
Yes, but American immediately they step back because they don't dare. However, he has called, okay, let's challenge, let's fight, and you have got all the weapon, air defense, and I'm going to send the Oceanic, but they didn't dare. That's why I say to you, you cannot fight against Russia, because if American are strong, okay, they accept it, because it's not it's in the Ukraine land that the challenge will occur, and that has just happened 1 month ago. That is recently they have challenged one another. Yes, and that is the proof. You cannot deny that you cannot fight against Russia, and that is obvious. That is seen. That has been seen, and that is just getting your mind motivated that no one can fight against America. No, that is not the truth. Okay, let me continue the words on the verse 8. After many days, you will be called to arms, and in future years, you will invade a land that has recovered from the war. Yeah, so that is Israel. They're going to attack Israel, whose people were gathered from many nations to the mountains of Israel. So they're going to Russia with American, Chinese, and all those who are in the north. Chinese also, they're going to be included. India also, they are joining Russia. They get along well with Russia, and what they have are weapons of Russia. We see also how what is the relationship with Russia and China. Now they are getting along in Antarctic. Yeah, because Donald Trump wants to take Greenland and Panama and the others. So they say that our security is being touched, and they just get involved into it. That means that they are going to fight against one another. They are going to kill one another. And the other said, how could that happen? Wow. But that is all strategical point. Yeah, the Antarctic point, the Antarctic Ocean, they are strategic area. Antarctic, it's really icy in Antarctic. So where they're going to go? They're going to go to Israel, which had long been desolated. They had been brought out from the nations, and now all of them live in safely. Yes, Jews are living in safely. They are because they have been brought back to their land in 1822 by the SDN, Société des Nations. So all people, everyone who has passed through the grade K have known that. And if you don't know that, I have given you that. And they have been brought to all the nations. So nations have been brought back to their land, and they are living safely from then. However, they are not living safely because of these Arabs, because according to the words of God, I'm going to make them as a burden stone for all the surrounding country. I have read that to you. I'm going to make you a heavy stone for all the countries surrounding to you. And until now, they have problem for Lebanon, Syria, Gaza, Palestine, Jordanian, Egypt, and Arabs. It's a problem for everyone. That is the words of God. Even though they are brought back to their land, they are a problem for the surrounding country. According to the book of Zechariah, Zechariah chapter 12. Where is it? Zechariah chapter 12, verse 2 and 3. Zechariah chapter 12, verse 2. Yeah, the words is continuing. And don't tell me that I'm sleepy. These words cannot be replayed again. Zechariah 12:2. I am going to make Jerusalem. Yeah, this is Israel. The capital is Jerusalem. A cup that sends all the surrounding people reeling. Judah will be besieged as well as Jerusalem. Verse 3. On that day, when all the nations of the earth are gathered against her, and that is I will make Jerusalem an immovable rock for all the nations. And as I have mentioned, all the countries who have problem with them, Lebanon, Gaza, Syria. Yeah, Syria has the recent problem, and they have been stricken by their bomb. Yeah, they don't know how to live anymore, and it becomes a problem for all the countries surrounding them, and it's a problem for all around the world. I'm going to make I will make Jerusalem an immovable rock for all the nations. So he is making he is a burden for you. All who try to move it will injure themselves. So those who try to carry it, yeah, that words move has two sense. In let's read in the version French version. Zechariah chapter 12. Zechariah chapter 12, verse 3. On that day, when I will make Jerusalem an immovable rock for all the nations. All who try to move it will injure themselves. So everyone who will try to move it or to help him will be destroyed. So get ready, NATO, because that will happen to you. And all the nations on the earth will gather against her. Yes, NATO are losing. That's why I say to you, NATO, get ready. There is no more solution. You're going to be destroyed. Russia must enter in stage, whether you like it or not. That is the words of Elia. That is from beloved YAHVAH and YAHOSHUAH. That is the words that has been said by the prophet before me. And I am emphasizing and I'm giving you precision. These are the words which are being said. These are the words which are being said. Elia has given precision because the end has come. And the application of these words is arrived. So he is given precision. So get ready, French, because you're going to be in trouble. The first, because I have told you, and you are still entering in something you should not. Okay, let's get back to the Malagasy version. Okay, it's in Ezekiel 38 from the verse 13. Wait. Something doesn't work. I have jumped. Where is it again? Verse 10. Wait. This I have said that. Where have I end? Yes. And now all of them live in September. Okay, verse 11. Okay, verse 12. 38:12. I will plunder and loot and turn my hand against the resettled ruins and the people gathered from the nations, rich in livestock and goods, living on the center of the land. So when they have gathered back to their land, and it becomes more people, they are like 8 millions. Now they're afraid with what will happen to them, and the Israelis are afraid of what happens to them. And the people gathered from the nations, rich in livestock and goods, living at the center of the land. So here the Holy Scripture said it's not the Roman Catholic in Rome, which is the center of the land, but the center of the land is Israel. Israel is the center of the land. So the center of the land, of the world, is from Israel. That is the words of beloved Dad YAHVAH in the Holy Scripture. So how wrong are these Sabbathists? They say that, yeah, they want to say Pope, and they are like, Pope is the center of the world. How could that be possible? Because they are tricked by the Revelation chapter 17, which says that the woman is surrounded by by the mountains, and it's Rome. However, the woman ride the 7 mountains, not surrounded by the 7 mountains, and they just interpreted it like it's the mountain surrounding Rome. That is the demon's teaching that Jesus brings out. Yeah, they are just criticizing one another. Sheba and Dedan and the merchant of Tarshish and all the village will say, have you come to plunder? Have you gathered your hoarder to loot, to carry off silver and gold, to take away livestock and goods, and to seize much plunders? Verse 14, therefore, son of man, prophesy, and say to Gog, this is what the sovereign YAHVAH says, in that day when my people Israel are living in safety, will you not take notice of it? So that is Father YAHVAH saying that you Israel cannot get away from that. When Father YAHVAH is angry, that his anger cannot be stopped. He said, is that in Israel, which is living safely, will you just leave him like that? When my people Israel are living in safely, will you not take notice of that? Okay, verse 15. You will continue from your place in the far north. Yes, that is Gog. So it proves that this far north is Russia. If we are taking Israel as reference, it's Moscow, which is above. And the far north is Russia. It's not Greenland. It's not Greenland. How can it be the far north? And even it's 50,000 people are just living in there, and they don't have army, and it's the land of Denmark. So that is for NATO. But that has nothing to do with that, but it talks about Russia. You will come from your place in the far north, you and many nations with you, all of them riding on horses, a great horde, a mighty army. So what these army are going to do after gathering in Russia? Yeah, because Russia is going to be the center of everywhere, not America. No, America is going to be destroyed. You will advance against my people Israel like a cloud that covers the land. Yes, so that is it. So that is the last beast. German has stricken Israel lastly. They have destroyed him. But the last which will strike them terribly is Russia. That's why he is the last beast. It is the last beast which makes it the 8th of the beast according to Revelation. I will bring you against my land so that the nations may know me when I am proved holy through you before their eyes. So that is at the end of the words. That is the end day. That is at the end day. So that is it. So that words tells us about the end of this world, the thing which really strike all the Israelites. So this is what happens. These are what will happen and what will be accomplished. So this will be accomplished. This will be applied towards you, American. As we said, it's at the end day. And I have said to you just before, it is at the end day that these are going to happen. So what can you say anymore, you human? What can you replay against these two words? We have seen it, and it has happened. In the verse 16, you will advance against my people Israel like a cloud that covers the land. In the end, that will come. Who doesn't say that is happening right now? The problem with the Arabs against Israel and Russia against Israel are supporting Israel, supported by American to weaken Russia. How can you do that? You said that Russia is weak with its embargo because of the war in Ukraine, but they don't care about that. They don't care about that thing. I'm telling you that destruction to this world are in their hand. Yeah, Russia can fight against American. They're with Arabs. What they have in their hand is so powerful. You cannot fight against them. And I'm going to give all the words talking about that. You cannot fight against them because they must get to Israel. Look at the words of Joel chapter 4 verse 1. In those days, at that time, when I restore the fortunes of Judah and Jerusalem, verse 2, I will gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat. So, Jehoshaphat is the Armageddon, because that valley of Jehoshaphat is the valley in the mount of the mountain Megiddo in Israel. So Armageddon is the Har. The Har is the mount. So the valley next to it is the valley of Jehoshaphat. But it's two places, the same place, but it's only the name which is different. I will bring them, all the nation. I will gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat. There I will put them on trial for what they did to my inheritance, my people Israel, because they scattered my people among the nations and divided up my land. And Israel were going to suffer at that time. They cast lots of my people and traded boys for prostitutes. They sold girls for wine to drink. Okay, that is too long, but I'm going. Let's jump. I think it's in the verse 14, verse 11. Joel chapter 3 verse 11. Come quickly, all you nation from every side, and assemble there. Bring down your warriors, YAHVAH. Let the nations be roused. Let them advance into the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there I will sit to judge all the nations on every side. So Russia will attack Israel, and Russia and all the nations which join them will strike Israel. And it's after then that Father YAHVAH is going to come down through YAHOSHUAH to destroy Gog. So that is how it will happen, if you don't know that. Swing the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come and trample the grapes, for the winepress is full, and the vats overflow. So great is their wickedness. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of YAHVAH is near in the valley of decision. The sun and moon will be darkened, and the stars no longer shine. The YAHVAH will roar from Zion, and thunder from Jerusalem, and earth and the heavens will tremble, but YAHVAH will be refuge for his people, a stronghold for the people of Israel. Then you will know that I, YAHVAH, your God, dwell in Zion, my holy hill. Jerusalem will be holy. So that is the word which says that something bad and dangerous will happen to Israel land. So let's read in Revelation chapter 16, which proves that and they. Revelation chapter 16 verse 12. Yeah, verse 12. Verse 12, 13, which else? 14, 15, 16. So this is how I will end it for today. The sixth angel poured out his bowl on the great river Euphrates, and its water was dried up to prepare the way for the kings from the east. So who were the kings from the east? It's China. It's China. China. That's why I say to you, don't trust to China. Don't trust to these Eastern. You American, don't expect that Ukraine will come with you. They're the grandpa of Russia. I have instructed you, but if you don't listen, okay, so it's yours. And don't listen to China talking about diplomacy. Don't trust them, because their mind is going to turn around, because that is the order of Father YAHVAH, and there is no more solution. I have told you. And Father YAHVAH doesn't do anything unless he's telling his tale to his servant. And I have told you, don't trust them, because you're going to be in trouble. Don't trust to India. Don't trust to Japanese. Don't trust the Japanese that they're going to join you. Don't trust them.
Yeah, they are being hypocritic, but they are not happy for you. How can Japanese be happy for you, American, that you have struck a bomb in Nagasaki and Hiroshima? However, you have stricken bomb against their ancestors, big countries. Even Korean, if they are fighting against one another, they are still brothers. But one day they are going to negotiate. And for the others, the weapon of the South Korea, they have put it in NATO. But what is that? That's why I say to you, you have to think ahead. You know that you hold the Bible, you, the Westerns, and you are supposed to be strict with this Bible. However, you don't know what is written in. However, the Jesus, your Jesus, is fake. That's why Elia has taught about this teaching. You have to think about the Jesus you worship, you are following, because that is a colleague of the devils. He is sent by the devils. And look at what you do. It is something nonsense. Instead of dying later, but you are dying sooner with what you do, because you are trusting your enemies. You say that you don't trust him, but you are going along him. Why do you support him? And you may say, we're taking advantage of the wealth in it. But they don't care about that. And the words of God they must follow it. And you cannot go against and deny the words of our dad YAHVAH. Donald Trump cannot deny that. And Emmanuel Macron cannot deny the words of my dad YAHVAH. And the prince, the English prince, cannot deny that. The Germany chancellor cannot deny that. The NATO cannot deny that. The Chinese, Africa, they cannot deny that. Iranian, or all the Eastern or the Western with Russia, they cannot deny that, because that is an order which is being explained by Elia, and you cannot do anything with that. Revelation chapter 16.
Water was dried up to prepare the way for the kings from the east. And look, China is accustomed to build way, and now the water is getting dried. The water in Euphrates, Tiger, Python. I don't know. I don't remember the one. They have been dried out to prepare the way for the kings for the east, from the east. That means that Chinese also are going to come there. Eastern China, the Chinese and the Eastern are going to prepare something for them. They are expecting wealth. However, something dangerous are waiting for them. Yes, and YAHOSHUAH and Elia are going to make them suffer. Elia and YAHOSHUAH are going to do them, to make them suffer. And you may say, is Elia and YAHOSHUAH are going to appear in the sky, in the heaven? Yes, and that's why Elia is going beforehand, before him. Verse 13. Then I saw three impure spirits that looked like frogs. They came out of the mouth of the dragon, out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. So that is from the devils. That's why I said to you, don't follow these devils, because this is what happened to you. They are demonic spirits that perform signs, and they go out to the kings of the whole world to gather them for the battle on the great day of God Almighty. That means that all devils has pulled up all the armies to fight, and they have called the kings, because Eliah and YAHOSHUAH are going to come with the armies of the heaven of heavens who are prepared for that. Yeah, for the armies, they are just prepared, because it's all about power and authority, and that is nothing to be compared. But it's the authority of the heaven of heavens which is happening there, and we're going to see what next. Verse 15. Look, I come like thief. Blessed is the one who stays away and remains clothed, so as not to go naked and be shameful exposed. Then they gather. Yeah. That is what I have told you, small lambs of YAHOSHUAH. You have to keep your clothes that you'll bring to the wedding of the Lamb, so that you're not going to be ashamed and ashamed before YAHOSHUAH, because you cannot look at YAHOSHUAH and beloved YAHOSHUAH, because when you were naked, you're going to go to hell. You have to prepare your clothes. You have to show your love for YAHOSHUAH. You have to show your love for YAHOSHUAH in all means, in case you're going to be naked. You know the clothes. Where is the clothes? Where can you get the clothes according to the words of God? If you are going to look at the Revelation chapter 7, Revelation chapter 19, let's take a look at that for a moment. I think it's in chapter 19, verse 8. Yeah, 19:8. Fine linen, bright and clean, was given her to wear. So that is the fine linen. For the righteous acts of God's holy people. Fine linen stands for the righteous act of God's holy people. And that is only for holy people, but sinners cannot get that, because they cannot get clothes. But it's only holy people who will enter in the kingdom of God, who will enter in the heaven of heavens. Those who support the work of YAHOSHUAH. Those who support the work of YAHOSHUAH to look for a spirit to be saved. Blessed are those who do that. They have clothes and they don't make their clothes dirty. That is given for her to wear. So do wear the work of YAHOSHUAH. So whoever want to enter in the heaven of heavens in YAHOSHUAH, do the work. And if you don't want, okay, that is not forced. If you don't want, that is not forced. If you want to go there, do it. It's only people who loves him who do that. They support it so that it can get to abroad. If you want to get clothes. So, if you don't want to get clothes, don't do it. Period. Okay, Revelation chapter 16, verse 16 also. Okay, let me read again the verse 15. Look, I came like a thief. Blessed is the one who stays awake and remains clothed. So protect the cloth with the holiness. You don't know how to do bad things anymore. You hate bad things, and you do well the work of YAHOSHUAH. And you support well the work of YAHOSHUAH, because it's the holy work that you should support, not the devil's work. Do you protect a work which produce sinners? You have to be conscious. Let's continue. So as not to go naked and be shamefully exposed. Yeah, you will be naked if you don't care about that word. And you will be like Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve, as you said. And they have been naked, and they have fled to the face of Father YAHVAH. Verse 17. The seventh angel, then they gathered the kings together to the place that in Hebrew is called Armageddon, in the valley of Josaphat. And it can hold 200 million armies to fight against, just to fight. So that is the end of my words. You have to stand firm. Everyone who has listened to that words. I don't know if I don't know which number is that teaching, but you know which number is that. So you have to make it as teaching which has a number, and it is going to be continued on Friday, and we're going to see what Yahushua is going to say, because I have explained to you all thing. So where people see the danger and they take shelter, but fool keep going on and they are in trouble. Everything that Ziad Yahelia, the ambassador of Yahushua, has said must be accomplished. The messenger of the heaven of heavens. So you have to know to follow him and to receive the instruction and receive that lesson. So make sure to enter in the heaven of heavens with me. So sinners, you cannot enter in that heaven of heavens, but be conscious. It's only Elia on this earth planet who has made people no more sinners. That is the proof that he is sent by YAHOSHUAH from the heaven of heavens to bring people in YAHOSHUAH in the heaven of heavens, because everyone who follows him never sins. So YAHOSHUAH bless you all. You who wants to enter in the heaven of heavens. I have told you, I am here. I have arrived. Here is the one that you have waited for. But it's always a foolishness for you who don't want to come. But you have seen everything. You have seen all the people that they don't sin anymore. But what are you looking for? If you're looking for God, the result is the people who don't sin anymore, because it's only these people who will enter in the kingdom of God, in the heaven of heavens. It's not miracles. Who told you that if there is miracles and you will get there? You have seen miracles and signs, but until now you were sinners. The answer for you is you will never enter in the in the heaven of heavens. Be conscious. And wicked people, they are obsessed with miracles, and don't get involved in that. It's wicked people who are obsessed with signs and miracles, and don't get involved in that. You have to go on the right path. You don't need to look for miracles anymore. No, but it's the fact that you become someone who never sin anymore. That is what is needed. Let's come to YAHOSHUAH. I will bring you to YAHOSHUAH. We all were going to go to YAHOSHUAH. I am telling you the truth. We are going to go to YAHOSHUAH. Okay, yeah, I wish you to get well to YAHOSHUAH. Let's pray together. Thank you very much, my beloved YAHVAH, for that words. You were my beloved, and I really love you. Save people, my beloved YAHVAH. Save people. Free people up. Heal their spirit so that they will face these true words. And they will know that there is a dangerous thing which is waiting. And that dangerous thing is already on the way. It is not in the future, but that is already happening here. It is already arrived. That's why I ask you, beloved YAHVAH, save people who should be saved. Save those other nations. Let them know how to listen to the words of Elia. Those other nations, or the Malagasy people, the rest of the Malagasy people that you are still giving them the authority to enter. I ask you, your love, listen to the request of Elia. Beloved YAHVAH, answer my call and my prayer. Bless that words, so that it will your words will bring goodness for those who hear and grace for those who listen. It will be a blessing for them and also a healing for their spirit. And once you heal their spirit, their flesh will be healed automatically. Beloved YAHVAH, glory be to you forever. In your name, my beloved YAHOSHUAH, that I make all that words to beloved YAHVAH. Hallelujah. Amen. So that is our meeting for today. YAHOSHUAH bless you all for our next meeting on the following Friday. YAHOSHUAH bless you all.